Welcome. In this lesson, you will learn how to save the results of your analysis to boards. I've talked about this feature in previous lessons, so you're already familiar with the basics. Boards are the mechanism by which you can save and annotate the results of your measure analysis. You can create boards from one of three screens. First, you can create custom boards from the All Measures board. To do so, select the pen icon and then choose the measure you wish to add from this list. You can then add an annotation that will accompany the chart being pinned to the board if desired. Next, you can select whether to add the chart to an existing board or to create a new one. When creating a new board, enter the board's title and then select Submit. You will then be redirected to the Board Edit screen, which we will review later in the lesson. The second way to create a board is to pin a chart from Measure Explorer. The process is similar. You start by selecting the pin icon. Then you can edit the default chart title and add an annotation if desired. For bar and dot charts, you have the option to choose from pinning the chart, which is the default, pinning a data table with the chart's values, or a list with the top 5 values from the chart presented in descending order. For all chart types except for maps and choropleths, you can add a filter to the chart. The fields available to create the filter are based on the analytic fields associated with the measure. Finally, you can select an existing board or create a new one. As you saw before, you will then be redirected to the Board Edit screen. Finally, you can create a board by pinning a table from Case Review. The process is like what we have just reviewed, starting with the pin icon. But there's a couple of things to keep in mind. First, if you have pinned any columns, these are the only columns that will show up in Case Review. Second, any filters you have applied will be respected on the pin table. Once again, upon submitting, you will be redirected to the Board Edit screen. The Edit Board screen has multiple options. You can edit the board's title here. The Visibility drop-down provides 3 options concerning who can see the board. First, you can set the board's visibility so only you can view it. Second, you can set the board's visibility so that all report users can see it but not edit it. And third, you can set the board's visibility so that other report users can see it and edit it. Here, you can select an icon from this extensive inventory of icons, which will be displayed alongside the board's title in the left nav. Here, you can select whether you want the board visible in the left nav or not. If not, the board will be available in the boards list on the report home screen. Once you've made changes to the board's configurations, you can begin working with the items you have pinned to the board. You can edit the item's title if you desire, as well as the size. For example, if you select the small size option, the chart only takes up 1/3 of the available width of the board. Alternatively, selecting the XL size doubles the chart's height and takes up the entire width of the available space. You can also create text boxes for adding notes or annotations. You also have the option to add a title to a chart. Once you have added the title box and title, you can drag the box to the location of the board you would like it displayed. This drag and drop method is how you arrange any type of item on the board. At the bottom of the screen is a revision history for the board, where you can recover and restore previous versions of the board by selecting the Recover button. Once you're satisfied with the state of the board, you can select the Save icon. After saving the board, you'll be directed to the board's view mode. There are a couple of options here worth noting. First, as you would expect, the date, add filter, and quick filter options are available at the top of the screen. Second, each chart has 3 icons, just like you have seen in the All Measures board. The first icon opens any terms associated with the measure. The second icon opens case review. And the third icon lists any filters or splits, if any, that have been applied to the chart. You also have the share icon here, which, as you know, allows you to share the board with other users. Finally, selecting the gear icon allows you to open the board for editing. There are a couple of features I did not cover in this screen that we can review now. First, you can edit an existing chart or table if you would like to change it in any way. For example, let's say you forgot to add a filter to a chart before you saved it to the board. To apply the filter after the board has been created, select this pencil icon, which will return you to Measure Explorer. Here you can add the filter. When you're ready to save the chart back to the board, select the Save icon, make any adjustments to the title or analysis type that you would like, and then select Submit. You'll be redirected back to the board, and as you can see, the new filters have been applied. You also have the option to clone the board, which creates a duplicate copy of the board you can edit to suit your needs for other purposes. And if it's time to delete the board, you can select the Delete option here. We just reviewed the boards feature, so now you're ready to create your own boards. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this lesson, and I look forward to catching you in the next one.